to Sleeping Cemeteries. Today I'm at Davis Cemetery in Franklin County, Ohio. Cool little cemetery surrounded by trees and a cool stone wall all the way around it. But it's right nestled up against 33, so we're going to have a lot of traffic noise. But it's a great, beautiful little cemetery. I can't wait to get a look at this, so let's get going. Alright, first thing I really enjoy about this cemetery, like another one I visited, we have this cool fence. I don't know if it's, I'd almost say it's original. And then over here we've got a stairway from the road that definitely looks original beside the sign here. I just couldn't shoot on that hill, it's too close to the road. But right from here at the entranceway, I'm going to go ahead and do the pan. Pretty small cemetery here. Not a ton of erect stones, but pretty cool nonetheless. There's actually a row of stones right to my left here that are just leaning up against the stone wall. And then I'll start from the front of the cemetery and work my way back. Alright, I believe a lot of these are just place markers with the initials. That's QS. And that looks like a B at the end of that one. But some of them, like this one here, does have writing, inscription on it. So it's a little bit mixed bag of place markers and stones. First one that we might be able to read, that one actually says Jacob. Looks like a child stone. As for this big one, I'm not 100% sure the name on it. And we got a couple more here. Just looks like place markers. So now what I'm going to do is go up to these first little stones here and work my way back. Alright, the first stone here in Davis Cemetery. Joni? I'm not 100% sure. J-O, maybe Johnny. Followed by a little bit of rock or something there. And Mr. David Martin. And we have some more stones here. But that's it for this row. On to the second. Check out that inscription. Wow. Died April 21st, 1847. Aaron Everett. Aged 47 years, 3 months. That is just a gorgeous stone. Followed by one just as good. A little bit more worn. For no idea how to say that name. Last name Mickey. Wait, no, Mickey might be the first name with the comma there. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm probably ruining it. But anyways, great stone. Cool inscription. Then it's followed by this rock. And right behind the rock here, we have Rachel Matthews. Now after Rachel Matthews, I'm going to make my way over here past these place markers that are back here on the ground. All the way over to this stone for the next row. Benjamin Woolley. Awesome stone. Followed by his wife, Sarah. Past the flag here. Check it out. Awesome flag flowing today right in the middle of the cemetery. And right behind Rachel a little bit ago, we have Isaac Ronnie. And around Rachel here, we have James Ronnie. Now we do have a little bit of some stones here, but beside the stone we have a Francis M. Wright. A couple of place markers here at the bottom of this Wright stone. It looks like it's a mother and father stone. Really cool. On one side we have Jacob Wright, right here, with an inscription underneath of it. And on the other side, his wife Mary. Beautiful stone out here in the sun today. All right, on to the following row. Right back over here. All right, the first stone I'm calling in row 4 is Anna Sells O'Neill. Oh, that's a pretty recent one. 1980. Oh, and an 86 for Emily Blanche Sells. Not sure how to say the last name, marriage name. Followed by this one, unfortunately, that's broken. Moving right. Margaret. Followed by an awesome stone here for Oliver Shipman. Look at that, that's just beautiful. Great shape for 1847. Oh wow, check out Mary Ann stone here. This is cool looking. I really like the way this looks here. Mary Ann, daughter of J.S. and S. Davis. That is awesome. That's gorgeous. Go a little bit closer here. I just love the way that looks. That's really good. 1847. Behind the flagpole, we have this pile of stones, markers. And to the right of that, Andromeda, daughter of Shipman. That's really cool. Really interesting name for the time, Andromeda. Followed by, looks like Charles Shipman. Move that a little bit so you can see a stone a little bit better. It's unfortunately fallen down, Charles. And to the right of Charles, we have another really cool stone. Unfortunately, the name has broken off the top. It might be over there against the fence, I don't know. But it also has Amy Hannah, infant, daughter of James. So it might be James. I don't know. But that's a cool stone. All right, on to the next row, all the way over by the fence. First stone in this row belongs to a Sells, Florence M. Davis, Polly. Followed by a veteran stone, Spanish-American War, for a Horace Davis, one of the namesakes of the cemetery. Oh, and check this out. These two stones have awesome, awesome marker stones behind them in the shade there. The first one here belongs to Byron, son of Samuel Davis. Now the double stone here, let me see if I can read out any names. Elizabeth and Anne, also daughters of the Davis family. And here we go, some more Davis stones. This really awesome one. Check this out. This arch here, beautiful arch. Huge Davis stone. 2 American flags for Anne and John Davis. Gorgeous. One of the newer stones here for Mr. Dan B. Sells. Looks like a service gentleman. Now all the way over here to my right, we're going to hit that last stone here. Just see if there's anything on the way too. Beautiful stone. It's got the wreath hanging on top up there. All the way over here by this gorgeous fence. Just check that out. Beautiful. Beautiful work. All the way around the cemetery. But as for this stone, belongs to Daniel Brunk. Daniel stone is awesome. Beautiful work. Now back over to the left for the next row. All right, here we go. The first stone is the Davis stone. Joseph Watts, captain in recruiting service, U.S. Army Civil War, and Mary Butt. That's really, really weird. It says Davis on top, but it says Joseph Watts and Mary Butt. So maybe it was Joseph Watts Davis, I guess. And to his right, we have this stone in the shade of this tree or bush. I think it might be a lilac. I'm not certain. Just making stuff up at this point. But let's see here. What do we got? Fred R. It's definitely Fred. It might be Frederick, but it's pretty worn. But I'm pretty sure it just says Fred R, and that's a period. So yeah, Fred R, son of Davises. Let's see if there's anybody else with Fred. It's got a cool, real cool stone here. And he looks to be all by himself. So check that back out, that marbling there. That looks really cool. All right, let's go around this bush to the next stone. Watch my step here as I walk by these 2 markers behind the Davis children. And on the other side, oh wow, this is another cool one. Check this one out. If you can't see it there, it says Lucinda C. And it's a daughter of one of the Davises, it looks like. Wife of A.E. Swain. All right, another Davis stone here in Davis Cemetery. A little bit washed out due to the light. Let's get a little bit closer. It belongs to a William W. of the Davises. And a very large stone here with the draping shroud over top of it. Belongs to a Joshua Davis. Has a very worn inscription or epitaph right there. Beautiful stone though. 1823. The year the cemetery was created, so this gentleman right here may have been the first. To his right, we have this stone for Mary Ann, wife of one of the Davises. And we have also a Catherine Brobeck and a Joseph right here. Brailsford? Joseph Brailsford? Beautiful stone. I always like to see that. I don't know why, but I always like to see this crazy carved dyed. Kind of looks 3D. It's interesting. Very big, beautiful trees around here too. Check them out. Very, very nice location. If it wasn't for the traffic. All right. Last stone in this row is for an Abner Brailsford. Just double check, make sure Abner's by himself. Looks to be so. So on to the second to last row, I believe. First stone's over here in what I thought was the row. I believe actually belonged to this Davis stone. Or this Davis stone. Let's check this out. These two just say mother and father. So let's go over here to this Davis one because it's got a lot of folks on it. This is Joseph Davis. You can read it in there. Joseph Davis. Over here, this says Edith A., his wife. 77 years old. As far as that's all who's on the stone. Kind of odd location for the names. But check that out. That's beautiful. Had to have been replaced at some point. It's just way too pristine for it to be old. Still moving to our right. We have probably what's technically the last stone in this row that I can see. For I'm not sure how you say that. Somebody's wife. So it looks like Auncy. I mean, it could be a weird writing of Nancy as well, but it doesn't quite look like Nancy. Cool stone, though. We do have this place marker for a stone in front of it, right over here, before we get to the last row. There's that. So let's make it back over to this corner and get the last couple stones. Here we are, this large stone in the corner. It's also a Davis. Belongs to the father and mother markers behind me, I believe. We've got a Jacob E. Davis, 1886. And on the opposite side, nothing. Weird. And it just says father on this side. Father and nothing else. It's got their cross up there in the circle with the chain and the father inscription. Right here at the base we have another marker as well. It looks like it says J E-D. So Jacob, that's Jacob Stone here. Okay, interesting. Now followed by those markers to the left, we have this stone here. Another large Davis stone. This one is for Edith, daughter of the gentleman to the left, Jacob. But that's it. 1883. Oh, and up top I didn't notice, but it's one of those Bibles, it looks like. It's very high up for me though, so I hope I did that well enough for you to see it. So on to this last grouping. We'll jump back a little bit to hit this small one first. As you can see and maybe saw as I walked, it's for a Sarah Brown. Move back and to the right. Francis M. I can't read the last name, but it's for Francis M. I believe this is another Jacob. It's a J name for sure, I can see. Maybe James. I don't know. I can't read it. Let's get a little bit closer to see if you can. I don't know. J-A. I don't know. I think it is Jacob. Followed by Caroline, from what I can tell. The very last erect stone here in this Davis Cemetery is this one. Mary H. Mary H. Right underneath these two giant trees. I'm going to go over to this corner to do the pan. Check out this stone. I don't know if it's just been dug up and put over here from the cemetery or what. But over here is where I'm going to do my last pan. Alright, you can see the tops of the cars moving by over there on 33. Really cool, beautiful cemetery with this fence, stone fencing, large trees, and that's it. I really wish I could get across the street because head on where the stairs and the sign is, it's a real beautiful cemetery. I'm going to try to go ahead and do that now before we do the sign off. Maybe I'll do it just from across the street if I can make it. Hopefully they don't get hit by any cars. We'll see. As you can see here, this is where the stairs are, and there's more of the stone fence right along the road here, with the gate used to be here, still has the latches and the stairs down. Yeah, I can't get down this. But over here's the sign to the cemetery. Established in 1823. So I believe that Davis gentleman probably was the first. And that was it, folks, for here at Davis Cemetery in Franklin County, Ohio. Hope you enjoyed this visit as much as I have, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.